It is a national beverage in Japan, but its popularity has grown all over the world. We're talking about sake, and Wynn Las Vegas is hosting a master class on the Japanese rice wine. And here to tell us more is the executive director of wine at Wynn, Mark Thomas. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Now, sake is so fascinating. From what I understand, the way they prepare it is more similar to beer than it is to wine?
It is. It's brewed. There's a lot of different steps involved in it, but ultimately the rice is brewed like a beer, and then it's aged later on. So there's a process of milling the rice, which determines the quality level and different flavor profiles that the brewmaster would like. Then it goes into a process of the brewing, and then they determine what, they wash it, and then they'll age it. And there's a lot of different steps that are involved in there that make the different types of flavors that you see in all the different types of sakes. But I brought a few examples today to showcase both the different styles of sake and some that we'll taste during the class as well. We're actually going to taste 8 different sakes. So you'll get a chance to taste from different areas of around Japan. You'll also get a chance to try multiple different styles. So it's a very exciting class that we'll be doing.
Yeah, this is great. And you're pairing it with foods here.
Yes.
And I love to learn about this. So let's talk about the first one and what you are pairing it with.
So starting with the food, because that's generally the way that we handle pairings, is we look at the dish and then we look to make the best pairing. We do that with wine, we do that with sake, anything beverage related. So we're doing sashimi today, and so we've got 3 different styles. We've got salmon, we have Japanese snapper, and we have toro, which is tuna.
Oh my gosh.
So what you want, it's very delicate in flavor.
Yes.
So what you want is a delicate flavored sake. So that's the choice that we've made. So this is the kokuryu, and it's a ginjo style. So it's very aromatic, it's very light in style, and it's really delicate on the palate. So when you take a bite of the fish and then you try the sake won't overpower the dish.
Okay,
That's never what you want.
Is there a way to drink sake? Like, do you swirl it like you do wine?
You can. It'll open up the aromatics of it. So if you want to just give it a little bit of smell. And on this one, you'll find a lot of really more tropical fruit that's on it. Lighter style, very delicate.
That's nice.
Will not overpower the dish. And that's really what you want to do when you're pairing up anything, any type of beverage with food.
Okay, let's talk about the second one. I see my favorite, shishito peppers, some chicken, some beef. What is this sake?
So this sake is a little bit fuller in style, and if you actually can see the different colors that are here, you can actually start to determine. I don't know if the guests can see it at home, but you can actually see that this has got a little bit more color to it. So that means that the polish rate on it is a little bit lower, so it gets it a little bit more flavor. Now this style tends to be a little bit more savory, so that we've chosen to pair it up with a robata dish with the chicken, the beef, and the peppers.
That is
so
more
it's more
strong.
Savory, sous-bois as we call it, so it's a little bit more forest floor, and you actually get a little bit of pine needle flavor that's from that as well too.
I tasted like foresty. That's so
yeah,
funny.
so we call it sous-bois in the beverage world,
okay.
but that's the pairing that comes with that. Now, lastly,
this is we have 30 seconds left. What
okay,
is this?
So
is
this
so
is
dark.
unfiltered sake. This is nigori sake. So what it means is it's just a rough filtration. It still goes through filtration, but it leaves some of the remnants of the rice brewing process, so some of the starches that are there. So because of that, it's not necessarily sweeter, but those starches are where the sugars are, so you might get a little bit of residual sugar.
I taste
so
that.
We paired that up with a little bit of brie cheese, which is really kind of an off-the-wall pairing, but really perfect as well too. So triple cream cheese with something that already has a lot of cream flavor to it. There's a little bit of green apple flavor, which you tend to find in pairings with cheese as well too. So it's really a perfect accompaniment to the dish.
It sounds fascinating. I want to learn so much more about it. It's going to be an exquisite event. You have to check it out. Dive into the world of premium sake at this master sake class at Mizumi at Wynn Las Vegas. Now, it's happening this Thursday, September 26, 2 p.m. So for reservations and more information, you can call 702-770-7070.